Hi, kids. I'm Ernest the Earth Advocate, and welcome to Climb TV. Today, we're in my backyard, and I love hanging out in my backyard because I'm surrounded with the things that I love most in the world. The earth. See, over here's my best friend, Triana the tree. Say hey, Triana. And under me is Gary the grass. Looking good, Gary. And if you look high up there in the sky, Serena the sun is shining her brightest rays. Hey, Serena. I love the earth, and I love being an earth advocate. Now, you may be wondering, what is an earth advocate? But first, I got to tell you what an advocate is. On Climb TV, we say that an advocate is someone who speaks up for something they believe in. I believe in making the earth a cleaner, greener space to be. You believe in that too? Do you want to be an earth advocate with me? Oh, great! I will now teach you my earth advocate cheer. It goes like this. I love the earth. It's snazzy, isn't it? Why don't you do it with me? Repeat after me. I love the earth. Welcome to the Earth Advocate Squad. Fist bump. Very nice. Now let's get on with the show. There are 4 seasons in a year. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. Do you know which season we're in right now? That's exactly right, springtime! Springtime is a time where the earth wakes back up from its winter slumber and everything starts springing up and everything is new and green. It's the perfect time to start planting seeds in your garden. You may also hear your parents talking about spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is when you clean up your house and throw out things that you don't need anymore so the air is fresh and clean. However, if you're spring cleaning without thinking about the earth, you could hurt the earth in a very bad way. When people throw out things in the trash can, those things end up in the landfill. And landfills are big holes dug deep in the ground where all the trash goes. Things that get thrown down there can be there for days, months, years. Not to mention that the gases that come from landfills make the earth really, really dirty. But don't you worry, earth advocates. Don't you fret. This is what we live for. That's why we're helping save the earth. Whew. Let's do our earth advocates cheer just to calm ourselves down. Ready? I love the earth. Perfection. Let's get started. The first step in saving the earth is knowing what is trash and what's not trash. We're going to play a game to see what you already know. I'm going to show some pictures up on the screen, and I want you to decide if it's trash or if it's not trash. I know you can do it. You ready? Go! How'd you do? I bet you did great. But before I give you the answers, I think we ought to define what trash is. Trash is anything that cannot be recycled or composted. Well, what things can be recycled or composted? That's a good question. Things that can be recycled are paper, plastic, metal, and glass. These things go in the big blue bin with the triangle. Things that can be composted are things that were once living that go into the soil to help things grow. These things can be banana peels, apple cores, plants, vegetables, anything that was once living. Those things are compostables. By that definition, these things are trash and these things are not trash. And I know you're wondering, does that mean we have to throw the things that were trash in the trash can that will go to the landfill? No, advocates. No, earth advocates, they do not. Because we are going to figure out how to reuse them and reduce the amount of things we use. See, when you're trying to save the earth, you need to think 3RC. Repeat after me. 3RC. Exactly. And that stands for reduce, reuse, recycle, compost. You still seem a little confused. Well, let me help you out.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, compost. The 3RC can help the earth the most. I'm gonna break this down word by word, and by the end of this rap, you're gonna show me what to learn. First, ask yourself, can I reduce? Can I use a lot less instead of 6, maybe 2? Bit by bit, if I use less, I'm creating less trash in the landfill. Yes. Next, you say, can this be reused? Can I use it again? Make something new. Can I fix that so that shine it up nice instead of throwing it away? Give it a new life. Now we move on to recycle. If you're ever unsure, look for the triangle. Paper, metal, plastic, and glass can all be recycled, not put in the trash. Last but not least, you got your compost, things you put in the soil to help things grow. That's apple cores, treadmill, coffee grounds, wolfgale. Mix it in the compost bin and boom, yeah, we all win. We all win. Yeah, get it. Get it. Yeah. Come on. Now when I say 3R, you say C. 3R. Now when I say 3R, you say C. 3R. Yeah. Get it. Yeah. Peace out.
Now that y'all know all about 3RCs, let's sort this stuff, shall we? Now let's start with this newspaper. What is the best way to keep this newspaper out of the landfill? Should we reduce it, reuse it, recycle it, or compost it? Go on, shout it out. I can hear you. Exactly. Newspaper is paper and it can be recycled. Now, the recycling can go into what color bin? Blue. And what shape are we looking for? The triangle. Exactly. Let's move on to this box. What is the best way to keep this box out of the landfill? Go on, shout it out. Yes, you all are so smart. This box is made of cardboard, which is a paper product. And paper can be what? Recycled. And that goes into the big blue bin with the triangle. Exactly. You all are smarter than a whippersnapper. Now, I'm going to trick you up a little bit and let's see how you do. Let's take this old t-shirt, for example. What's the best way to keep this old t-shirt out of the landfill? Should we reduce, reuse, recycle, or compost? Go and shout it out. Mm-hmm. Well, it would be difficult to compost, and we could reduce the amount of clothes we bought, but the best way to make sure this doesn't get in the landfill is to reuse it. We can cut it up and put the cloths into tiny little cleaning cloths just like this one. And you can use it around the house instead of buying new ones from the store. Let's move on, all right? This plastic water bottle. What is the best way to keep this plastic water bottle out of the landfill? Go and shout it out. Well, that's a good question. Let's look. Well, I be golly, there it is. Right there is one of them recycle triangles, so it can go in the big blue recycling bin. Very nice. Now, I'm going to give you one that might trick you up a little bit, but I know you can do it. The plastic bag. What is the best way to keep this plastic bag out of the landfill? Go and shout it out. Exactly. This plastic bag should be reduced. If we use less of these plastic bags, and more of the reusable plastic bags like this fashionable one right here, we have a better chance of saving the earth. We could reuse this plastic bag around the house, but eventually it would break apart. It's best to reduce it and replace it with fashionable stuff just like this one. Now let's move on to this glass jar. What can we do with this glass jar? Go and shout it out. Exactly. Glass is one of the main recyclables: paper, plastic, metal, glass, and we can put it right in that recycle bin. Last but not least, let's do this banana peel. What is the best way to keep this banana peel out of the landfill? Go and shout it out. Exactly. The best way to do that is to put it in the compost bin. See, the banana is a fruit, and fruits are plants, and plants are living things. So they can go in your compost bin and help things grow. I want to thank y'all so much for helping me, Ernest the Earth Advocate, today. I enjoyed having you on my advocacy team. Before we go, let's do our Earth Advocate chant one more time. Ready? I love the earth. Now, if you enjoyed learning about the earth with me today, why don't you like this post and share it with all your friends and family? And we would love if you had any donations that you could spare for Climb Theater so that we can continue to make cool classes just like this one. All right, now, I'll see y'all later.